Hello, hi, folks. How are you? It's your tarot dad, and I am here with another daily tarot card pull. We're going to read this card. We're going to gain some insights. We're going to have some thoughts. We're going to keep on mulling over those thoughts. It occurs to me that I haven't ever called out, well, maybe I have, but it occurs to me that maybe I should reiterate that my stance on tarot is like a very humanist stance at this, right? I'm a little mythical and just I think like serendipity is a thing, and certainly I think that the cards like can pull out common themes and stories that are happening in our lives, but I'm very much always going to be taking the angle of like, let's just have some extra ways that we can better ourselves simply just by contemplating the human experience, right? That is very much what I'm about. So, if you're looking for like predictive nature, I'm probably not your guy, but if you've ever been scared off by like the kind of, I don't know, like overly mystical is just not the word I want to be afraid of because I like that word. I like the rapper. Let's not be afraid of mystical, but like, overly, you know what I'm saying? Like it can just be a little much, right? About the like predictive nature of it or trying to call out exactly how like others are feeling. Like I'm not in that business, but I am in the business of, hey, let's like have some more stuff to think about, right? So that's always going to be my approach here. I hope that resonates with a lot of y'all. I know that it does with most of y'all because I've been hearing that feedback from you. Certainly, I think that that's the way that we can go here. Ooh, this is cool. Never pulled this card before. We have pulled the Two of Cups. This is a cool one. I like the art here. We're seeing kind of a passing, exchanging of the cups. We know that cups are emotions. We know that cups are our feelings, what's going on inside of us, because we have pulled a gajillion cups. So I can hear all my, I can hear all of the homies going, cups. We got them, folks. We got two of them today. So this is really fun. This card just right now looks like, with at risk of stating the obvious here, right? Just an exchange of emotions. The things that I do want to pull out is we've got like two seemingly androgynous folks, but with different garb, right? We've got different ways that we're dressed. So I do think we've got like different folks here, and we've got like a passing of cups. But it's not just a passing. One is holding out with two hands. The other one's reaching out, holding theirs too, right? I would assume there is some sort of exchange, certainly accompanied by the intertwined snakes around a pillar, right? Around a staff. Now, out of this staff is a winged lion, which is pretty badass at the very least, right? I'm struggling to remember what the name of the liger from Napoleon Dynamite. So I'm seeing that here a little bit. I do think like with lions come like courage, come bravery. The wings are like soaring, flight, no limits, creativity, right? There is like some real, I'm just like picturing the fan of inspiration, the wind of inspiration, right? What I'm certainly going to take into today and what I'd like to challenge us to take into today before I look at what this card actually means according to the scholars. But what I want to take in today is this card is very intimate, right? Twos often are, right? They come in pairs. This is paired off. We all know what pairs mean in our life. This is the time where we can be focused on and also be focusing on someone or something else, right? Maybe these two folks are both sides of you. Maybe these are actually two different people. Maybe this is you in concert with someone else, right? An intimate exchange of what fills one up, what makes someone spill over, right? This is a very intimate exchange, and what I want to take into today with this is how can we embody this card a little bit, right? How can we both open ourselves up to the exchange of emotions as well as encourage others to open themselves up to the exchange of emotions, right? How can we create this safe scene, this place where both people feel like they can be leading with their cups? This is another interesting piece of imagery that we've touched on with the knight, right? We're leading with our cups here. They are meeting each other with cups. They're not meeting each other with each other. They're meeting each other with cups. And this is the intimate exchange here. So I would like for us to think about how can we embody that a little bit. Upright here is unified love, partnership, mutual attraction. Reversed is self-love, breakups, disharmony, distrust. Okay, so very much a relationship card. I'm just going to key back in on intimacy. I would like to encourage us to not be afraid of intimacy today. I would like to encourage us to not be afraid of intimacy all days. I feel like that has to be what the human experience is about, is exchange of intimacy, about not being afraid to be vulnerable with one another. This is how we gain insights into ourselves as well as the community as a whole, as well as humanity as a whole, right? By learning about each other and not just what we want to show, but what we have inside. This is a card where we are going to be challenged a little bit to step outside of our comfort zone for many. We've talked about a lot this week about kind of the journey between work and relationship, effort spent, the return of that effort, also the conjoining of emotions that and what that can bring, right? With the Ten of Cups, that like harmony, that family, right? This is very much a challenge to do exactly that, to get on the path of reaching the 10, right? The 2 is the one of the beginnings of it. This is the beginning of sharing. This is the beginning of duality. This is the beginning of two sides of a thing. And therein lies the vulnerability piece and the intimacy piece. So what I'd like for us to consider today is, how can we shed some layers? How can we open ourselves up to other folks? How can we have some conversations that maybe we thought we aren't ready to have? Maybe it's time to have those. Maybe you need to profess some love. Maybe you need to express any number of things that are going on inside of you to someone else. Maybe someone else has something they want to say that they just need the space created. And that impetus is on us to create that space, right? To be the one, to be the folks that other folks feel like, hey, you know what? I feel safe talking to them. I feel safe sharing what's inside my cup with them. So take that into today with you. I really appreciate you guys challenging yourselves here with me. I know that this isn't going to be easy for everyone, and even for folks that intimacy and vulnerability might be easy with, I would challenge you to say that maybe you're familiar and comfortable with a type of intimacy, a type of vulnerability, and it's time to broaden that spectrum for yourself too. Lord knows I could use that challenge as well. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day today. I hope you carry this with you. I hope that you share something with someone else and also create that space for them to do the same. This is a very human card to me, and I hope that we can carry that with us as something sacred today as we're going through. As always, thank you for being here. Thank you for spending the time and energy on this and on yourself. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Tarot Dad is out.